This film shows Turpin, a 5-year-old piebald gelding that we broke to ride and drive. Here we are showing Sarah breaking him to ride. He is happy with the saddle being put on, and notice how she has left the stirrups loose so that they move about on his sides, which shows that he is not bothered by them being placed over his back when they are not run up. He is being ridden in an open bridle, but with the same bit that he is driven in, i.e. a soft, flexible rubber snaffle. We do not feel it is necessary to use a different bit for riding and for driving. Turpin understands the signals in a soft rubber bit, therefore we are not going to change to a more severe one simply because he has not been ridden before. Instead, we are using the same bit to show that he will respond to the rider's signals while still being communicated to via a soft, flexible bit. Sam then gives Sarah a leg up to sit on him. You can see that Turpin is not concerned by her being on his back, and Sam then undoes him and allows Sarah to move around in the yard. Turpin will be used for pleasure driving and for riding at home, therefore his owners wanted us to break him to ride and drive. Film showing the driving work we have done with him can be seen on his playlist. Sarah then walks Turpin out of the yard. There is a horse box parked in the driveway, so he has to go between that and the fence on his way out, but you can see that he is not concerned and will remain at the walk. She then takes him straight out and down the road, where he meets some traffic. Bear in mind this is the first time that he has encountered traffic while being ridden, and the first time in an open bridle, but you can see that he is not concerned by the traffic either overtaking or approaching him. You can see that he is relaxed even when asked to change direction and head back towards home, and does not increase pace or pull on the reins, but remains at a calm, steady walk. Sarah then walks him down past the yard gate and takes him further down the road in the opposite direction, again allowing more cars to overtake him. We feel it is important that even young, newly broken horses are safe and confident out on the roads, and in this instance, even though with the driving Turpin has been wearing a blinkered bridle, you can see that he is still relaxed and happy while meeting traffic in an open bridle out on the roads. Walking past the yard gate is another big test for him, because it shows that he is listening to the rider's instructions and will not nap and refuse to go past the gate leading into the stables. The vehicles are passing him at a variety of speeds, yet he is happy to remain at the walk. And bear in mind Sarah has only got a soft rubber bit in his mouth in order to control him. This shows that we are confident that she can take him out on the public highway on his first time under saddle, due to the training we have done with him beforehand. Sarah then turns him around and heads back towards home again, this time asking him to trot. You can see that he goes forwards into a trot happily when asked, without getting upset by the rider rising to the trot on board, and without lunging forwards in a panic. As he is heading towards home, a lot of horses can get excitable, but we show that Sarah can also bring him back to the walk from the trot, just on the soft rubber bit. She then asks him to walk past our gate for a second time and head into the arena. Notice how this time we have the gate open, and even though he is approaching on the side of the road nearest to the gate, he still does not refuse to go forwards and will happily walk past the entrance, even though he knows that is where home is. This is a good test for any horse, but more so with a younger horse who is still learning, but this shows that he will behave himself and do as the rider instructs. We then take him down over our cones bridge to show that he is brave and confident enough to go forwards over the bridge. This makes a different noise underneath his feet, as well as being an unusual looking object, but you can see he will walk over it happily. He also gets introduced to the reindeer, before being asked to step over a tarpaulin laid on the ground. This rustles underneath his feet, yet he is happy to walk forwards onto it calmly, stand still when asked, and then also rein back. Notice how he is standing still on a slack rein too.
Yeah, please, yeah, just so he's like...
In the arena, he will walk confidently over the metal ramps, which again make a loud noise underneath his feet. And he will also go forwards under the ribbons.
Okay, go.
As we ask him to enter the yard again, he has to squeeze between the lorry and the fence for a second time. But notice how he remains at the walk, even when he is heading back towards his stable. Sarah then asks him to rein back, while facing the doors into the stable, which he does happily. We then ask her to dismount, showing that he will stand still calmly while she does so. Sam then holds the other stirrup, allowing Sarah to mount by herself, instead of needing a leg up. This shows that he is happy with the rider pulling on the stirrup leathers and lifting herself up into the saddle.
And then off again. That's perfect. Well done.